Hey guys, so I'm here today to do my 15/16 week pregnancy update. I honestly cannot even believe I am 16 weeks already. That's like almost past 4 months into the fifth month. So it's basically going by really fast. It can be a good thing and a bad thing because I'll sit there and I'll think about it and okay, there's like 5 months, a little over 5 months left. And it's like, I have so much to get done. Like I want to buy a new dining table. We need to look and find a new minivan because I'm gonna need a lot of seats in my car now. So yeah, I just feel like there's so much I still want to do, and I know 5 months sounds like a long time, but I mean, if 4 months has already flown by, I'm sure the next a little over 5 months is gonna fly by as well. But also very excited for tiny little hands, tiny little feet, just newborn smell, and it's just very, very exciting. So far, I'm still thinking we're good not finding out the gender. So I do sit there sometimes and I'm like, well, I want to do some shopping and I want to buy some stuff and we need to finalize the name. But at the same time, I keep imagining what it would be like to find out the day of the delivery. And I just feel like that moment, finding out, it's just going to be something very different and it's going to be very exciting. So far, I'm good not finding out. I'm not desperately wanting to know. And either way, we are happy with whatever gender it's going to be. And I mean, as in like sometimes, especially when I was pregnant my third time, I remember thinking that if I was going to have a third boy, obviously I was still going to love the baby. I was still going to, because I have two boys. I love my boys. But at the same time, you have this like feeling of like, oh, but I want my girl. So I remember that time I like really could not wait to find out if it was going to be a boy or a girl, because I wanted to be getting over the gender disappointment if it was going to be a boy and be prepared, or if it was a girl, then obviously shopping, duh. But this time, I think either way, we're going to be very content. I do lean a little bit more towards a girl, and that is because I have the two boys, I have a girl, so I feel like it would just balance it out. I would have two of each, and Alina would get a little sister, and honestly, I wouldn't have to buy much for her because then the two sisters can share everything, and I have a lot of Alina's stuff. So in that sense, it would be nice, but even if it's another little boy, like, oh, boys are just so amazing, and just mama's boys, and just the sweetest. So either way, we're gonna be good. So I think that's why I feel so content that we're not gonna find out till that day. So we'll see. I could just be 30 weeks pregnant and be like, I can't wait anymore, and just tear on the envelope open and figure out. Speaking of envelope, I was supposed to have my doctor's appointment today with my anatomy scan, but I had to cancel it and postpone it. So now the appointment's going to be when I'm around 18 weeks. So it's going to be in 2 weeks. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to see the little baby. They grow so, so fast. Also in exciting news, I'm starting to feel the little flutters and the little, the lightest of kicks you can feel. So that has been very exciting. It's a very here and there, like very minimal still. I have to be laying down, kind of not thinking about anything, and then I'll just might get something. And honestly, I actually just started yesterday when I turned 16 weeks. So before then, I might have felt a little here and there, but like, yeah. So, so there's that. And the other symptom that I'm still feeling very strongly is the fatigue. I am still getting so tired, and I honestly thought it was going to be done with after hitting the second trimester, but I have already taken off a lot of like things that I had on my plate, and I've already taken off a lot, so I wouldn't be getting as exhausted and stuff. And still, like, I'll get my sleep, at night, and I'm still like right around 2 or 3. Like I just want to go take a nap. So I'll tend to just like take a quick nap on the couch or something. And I feel so bad because, that's the time my son comes from school and I just want to talk to him and stuff. And I'm like so tired. So I'm really hoping that it doesn't continue till the end, or, you know, I kind of get a little break of not being so tired. So I can kind of enjoy the pregnancy, which I am. I'm enjoying the pregnancy so far because, knock on wood, I have no other major symptoms right now. I thought my headaches would be bad because usually in the second trimester they are, but so far it's nothing major, no migraines yet. I will get like the sinus pains where it just kind of hurts like on one side of my head. And but I'll wait it out, and if if it doesn't feel better, if it's starting to affect my mood, then I'll go ahead and pop a Tylenol in, and right away it relieves itself. So that's a plus. And what else? So far, other than that, I'm feeling very good. Like, my hair is still doing really good. My skin is still doing pretty good, even though I have like freaking random breakups. But I mean, nothing major to complain about. So far, I feel like this pregnancy is more like my pregnancy with Amar. I am starting to notice around my belly, I'm maybe losing some weight around, even though scale wise I'm steadily putting on weight, which is okay because it's not like a tremendous amount. I think up until now, being 16 weeks, I think I've gained about 6 or 7 pounds. So, and usually with my last two, I've noticed the most weight I gain is in the beginning of the pregnancy, and then most of my second trimester, I usually just gain like a pound or two, like it's not major. So I'm not super worried about it. Honestly, another big plus in this pregnancy is I have not been craving any sweets, and I'm usually such a sweets person. I'll just pop in like a little Hershey Kiss or a little Reese's Pieces if I just need to freshen up my mouth or just sweeten up my mouth a bit, but no sweet cravings, especially still very kind of salty, oily side of cravings, which is also not good. But those aren't things that, I love to begin with. So it's just if I get a real like nick for it, I'm so hungry and I don't want to eat anything else but fries. So that's what's going on with cravings. And let's see what else. I took a spontaneous sort of trip to Austin with my friends, so that was really fun and refreshing, and I thought I'd be so exhausted. I thought it would be such a Debbie Downer, but I wasn't. We had a great time. Even sitting in the car, because it's like 4-hour drive, 4 hours away, was not bad whatsoever. So that was good. Just my lower back was hurting a little bit. And the plus side about being pregnant this time, and I might have mentioned in another video, I might get repetitive, so I apologize, but is that I have a chiropractor this time. I've had very bad sciatic pain nerve with my last two pregnancies, and it was more towards the middle to end phase of it. So hopefully having a chiropractor this time, it's not going to be so painful. Fingers crossed, that's what I'm hoping for. So far, he has relieved so much of my tailbone pain that I had got from Alina, and I thought it would go away after having her, but it didn't. It just kind of lingered around. So like, I want to say 60% of that he has solved. I don't know, 75%. Like, it rarely hurts anymore. My lower back hurts here and there, but also like the weather has been very like crabby and like just cloudy and rainy. So I know that sounds weird, but it really does affect my backaches, and I tend to get more achy when it is like that. And stuff. So I think that's about it. Name wise, we had a boy and a girl list going on. Anybody would come over, we'd say if you want to take a vote, so we'd check it. But honestly, the voting hasn't made too much of a difference, because the more I keep, and that's what I like about having the board in my kitchen, because I'll see it often and I'll just kind of say the names in my mind. And then I noticed that I keep getting rid of the names that are just not like amazing to me. So we started off with, I think, like 6 names each, and I've basically narrowed it down on my own to 2 each, which even then I feel like I need more options. So I mean, we still have a long time, and we don't usually finalize names. Like, I remember with Amar, we didn't finalize that time. Austin said I could finalize, and I was stuck between 2 names. And then it was when we were at the hospital is when the nurse was like, okay, well, what's the baby's name gonna be? And I was like, Amar. That's when my husband was like, oh, you finalized that name. I was like, yes, I did. So, and with Alina, honestly, I had Alina on the list before we found out. And as soon as we found out it was a girl, my husband and I, we kind of looked at each other and I was like, I really like Alina. And he goes, I really like Alina too. And so that was that. And it was going to be Alina, which we knew from a very early on. And it was weird because with my other two, it was until the end. So like we started referring to her and calling her Alina. So, and it never got old. So that was a good sign that that's the name it was going to be. I had a boy's name on the list that I was like so in love with that I wanted to use with Amar as well. And then I ended up not putting it on the list for some reason. And I was like, oh, if I can use this name, I'm gonna use this name. And I had it on the list and I was so sure. But like as time went on, I kind of got over it. And I was like, no. And I just recently took that name off the list. So it's really bizarre how that works. I don't know, I'm mumbling now, so I'm really sorry. But so if we finalize a name before the baby comes, we will definitely let you guys know. But as far as I know so far, we're kind of still very unsure and up in the air. So it's still early, but we have time, so we'll see. So I think that's about it for my 15/16 week update. And I'll talk to you guys in another 2 weeks for my pregnancy update, and hopefully I can have another video out next week. And that video, I'm going to talk about my blighted ovum miscarriage experience that I had after Amar. So look out for that for next Friday, and the 17/18 week pregnancy update Friday after that. And you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.